guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead, and I'm headed to Bronson by myself. Last night we had one heck of a storm. Didn't do much damage. Kind of pushed over my tomatoes a little bit, but I looked on Facebook this morning and our news put on there, go to bed, different layers, and I'm like, it was supposed to last till 2 in the morning, and I went to bed at 9 o'clock like usual and woke up at 1:45 and could tell the storm had been through. I sleep really good through storms, so that's not a big issue for me. I guess if I hear the sirens go off, I know to get up and get downstairs, but anyways. So I'm going down here today. I do have a handy dandy list, and my list today, there are odds and ends and stuff, but is mostly to the daycare is completely out of snacks, and now she has both of my grandsons. So she has two of my grandsons, and I think 2 other older kids and a baby. So yeah, I'm gonna stock her up and then get stuff for Tom's lunches and then a few things for us. So for the people that goes, you just buy just junk food down there, today might be the case for that. I can get stuff down there for my grandkids' daycare that would cost triple here, and she doesn't charge them as much as normal daycares, so that's why I like to do things like that, because she does save my kids a lot of money, and so if I can help out that way, I do. I seen they had beef tallow down there for $4, and I think I want to try that and see how that works. So it's just a smaller container, I think. I don't know how big it is. Obviously I'm not there yet, but yeah, I think I want to try that because I've heard that's really, really good stuff. So yeah, and there's some other things I want to get. She was telling me all the stuff that they were out of, so yeah. And then yesterday someone said that salad was a bit too much for us to eat. We didn't eat the salad last night. That actually was for lunches. I had leftover and I made a little bit extra because Tom's going to be doing those side jobs this weekend. So normally he will not eat anything while he is doing a side job. He eats nothing. It doesn't matter if he's there 18 hours. So what I want to try to do, because it's so hot, I want to try to get, I want to get some ham out of my freezer, and then maybe a salad, you know, that salad, and a couple of bottles of water so that he'll eat at least something. He's working in Lansing, so he could come home for lunch, but he doesn't do that. When he's there to do a job, he's there to do a job. He plans on the next 2 weekends working that job. This weekend he plans on, but I don't know, he said yesterday 2 to 3 weeks before he gets the one part for the air conditioner. But he wants to get all of the metal stuff that all the heat goes through, the rungs, done this weekend, because he has to change all that out. And then in the next week or two, boy, look at all those trucks. I've never seen them over there like that before. Wow, okay. Maybe it's a new parking spot for trucks, I don't know. They're all the same. But as soon as he finishes that job, I know his cousin wants him to do his air conditioner, and I think he has one other one that, I don't know. But a week or two after he does that, we want to jump in the car on Friday night and drive to Kentucky and stay down there at night and get up in the morning and go to the Ark, and then hopefully go and see Nate if he can make it that weekend to come down from Nashville to meet us, and we'll have dinner with Nate and his girlfriend. Well, fiance. Sorry, she did say yes. So she's a fiance now. Because there's a couple things we'd like to do this summer. I'm telling you, peace be still, Rhoda, she sent me a couple of pictures on her trip yesterday, and I'm like, ugh. They were of Montana and some of South Dakota. I've not been to Montana, neither has Tom. So it is so beautiful, and the picture she sent me was just amazing. So yeah, I'm hoping eventually we get that trip. We want to take a trip that does all out west and above. And then our first trip, though, will be up in the eastern part of the country. Because that one will only take a couple weeks to do. So the other one, we're looking at 3 weeks to a month being gone. Because we're going to go all the way to California. Even though I don't have any interest in going to California. But we're going to go. So, come along with me today and see what all I get. And there will be some junk food. So, just forewarning those people that freak out. It does not mean that stuff is for us. It does mean that it's for daycare. I haven't been down here for a month. So, she's out of snacks. And it's summertime, and those kids are all there all day long. And yeah, so come along with me. We'll see what I find today. Well, I'm here now, and I'm glad I looked at the sale ad for today, because there's a whole lot more that I want. So yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of these gravies. They're $1 each. Thought I'd get me a couple of them. I'm learning to make my own better now, so I don't need as many. And they have turkey and they have beef. And Emmy seen these yesterday, and he wanted some, so we'll get those for Emmy. So I'm gonna start shopping. Let's see what we get. See, they have superb jars down here too, as well as the lids and the big sleeves. Well, there we go. It filled up my entire trunk. $113. So I'm gonna get back in the car and head home. So I'm loaded for Bear and headed home. Hopefully Crystal's up when I get home. I got her a few things too, just to surprise her. But the daycare should be stocked for at least a month. And the $113 that I spent, you know, you guys, if I can help keep them stocked up, that's great. I did get some bacon. It says humanely processed or something. Okay, so it's $3 for 12 ounces, which is pretty good. But how do you humanely process bacon? Like, the pig has to be dead. So not sure how that is, but it says it has no whatever in it and whatever. But so I'm going to head home. I'm not quite back to Coldwater yet. I don't have my cooler with me. I usually bring it, but it's only still 68 degrees, so it'll be fine to get home. It'll still be frozen. But I gotta tell you one thing I did get. I got this spinach and artichoke dip that you get at, I think it's Sam's, and it's like $9 or something. I got it for $2. And I love spinach and artichoke dip. And then I got some different crackers and stuff like that, because they had them for $1 a box. So I don't normally buy a lot of crackers, but you know, hey, if I can stock up on those, that's great. And I'm going to give some to Crystal too, because I bought her one of the dips too for that price. And they had cheese, $13 for 5 pounds. But, and it was Land O'Lakes. But when I can get cheese on sale at Kroger, it's $5 for 2 pounds. So yeah, I didn't think it was that great a deal. I am going to check when we go to Trufa and see if they have those 5 pounds for $5 again, or if that was just the end of the season thing. So, and what's funny, that farm that goes there actually is from down this way. So I wished I knew where it was, and maybe I could just stop in there. But anyways, so I'm going to head home. And hopefully I get help when I get there and get the stuff unloaded and set up so you guys can see what I got. All right, so I got so much stuff today. I'm not going to go through individually, but this entire chair over here is just for the daycare. There's pretzels, there's crackers, we got brownies, Chips Ahoy baked bites. My grandkids love those. Emmy wanted some graham crackers. I got them some on the bottom there, fruit. And then I got the granola bars. And then I got my grandkids the cheese thingies that they like. I got 3 different boxes of crackers. They were just $1 a piece. I stocked up Tom some more coffee that was on sale for $3 a piece. I got each one of these candy bars, which I love the fruit and nut, $1 a piece. We got the gravy for $1 a piece. The peaches were $1 a piece. That grass-fed tallow was $4. I wanted to check this out. It's a 30-pack of biscuits, and you pull them out, and they were $4. I got these parfaits for Tom's lunches. I got 2 of them, $2 a piece. That's our humanely raised pork. The bacon, $3 a piece. Ran out of Italian yesterday, so got 2 of those at $1 a piece. Got some garden ranch chips, $1. I got cinnamon sugar, what is that, Kerrygold, 50 cents a piece. That's that great big spinach artichoke dip for $2. I got some French onion dip, 2 of them for $1 a piece. That cheese is $1. I got these protein pepper jack cheese for Tom's lunch, $1.50 I think they were. And then my favorite lunch meat, pickle and pimento, $1. I got the grandkids each one of these. I figured they can use them on the way up north Thursday, 50 cents a piece. I got pectin because, you know, I'm going to be canning something. I got me and Tom a cheese coffee cake, $2. They sell for $5.99 here, so that's a good deal. And then I got blueberry muffins. Those were $1. Just like the, I can't think, brownie bites were $1. So, daycare will be stocked up like crazy. And I'm going to put this stuff away before it thaws out. We don't want that to happen. So you guys have a blessed day. Be a blessing. And I will see you at supper.